Today we will be testing the interval volatility bands indicator.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the interval volatility bands indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 64 different strategies, with 16 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 847 indicators, with 348 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. We've also retested in the advanced testing 52 of the winning indicators. 19 of them have been able to maintain the winning status. The best one, a 76% win rate. Now keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex and crypto market, but they can be applied to just about any market and time frame universally. Alright, so today we will be testing the interval volatility bands indicator. We tested this one a few videos back. And in that video I said that we would probably test it at least one other way that I thought might have a slight improvement on the first way that we tested it. And so as I scroll back here, you can see the indicator here. And so the indicator, as I mentioned in the first video, does have an input of the VWAP indicator. And so the VWAP indicator typically has an input for a session. And so that's why we get these breaks here. So you can see that here at 2017, we get kind of a erase of all the information from 2016, and as the year goes on, you can see how the bands are kind of expanding and kind of following along with the price action of that year. If we scroll back here in 2016, again, you can see that here at 2016, the beginning, it erases all the information from 2015, and then it just kind of does its thing according to how price action is acting in 2016. And so that is one interesting aspect to this indicator. I'm sure that if we dropped it down to a lower time frame, then it would put the session probably on a daily time frame, and so it would kind of adapt to the daily time frame instead of a year the way it is now. And so in the original testing, the way we had it was if I go back here and I scroll all the way down here, it's actually this high range 1 and high range low range 1 and high range 1. You can see how it fills in the coloration of these bands here right at the center of the indicator there. And so what I'm doing is I'm turning off the high range 1 and the low range 1, and it gives us kind of this gap here right in the middle. I also did go in and I turned off the bar coloration. I think I just scrolled down. Yep, right here. And you see how it has bar color. I turned off the bar coloration there. And that gives us what we see here. And so the problem that we had the last time that we tested it was we basically used this midline here as a price break of that midline for our entry. So anytime price broke above or below, we would either go long or go short. We've done that many times before, and it generally causes a little bit of an issue using a single line as an entry like that. So turning off these middle bands here, that gives us a little bit of a buffer room, and we again turned off the bar coloration. So now what we're looking for is when price breaks into the green zone here above, breaks into and closes into this green zone, that's going to be a signal to go long. Anytime price breaks down into the red zone here and closes into that red zone, that's going to be a signal to go short. So hopefully this will give us a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of a buffer in between our long and short positions, so we don't end up getting whipsawed so bad in and out of trades. All right, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and play forward and see what we get out of it this way. And so right here you can see that we get that switch from the year there, and as it does, it pretty much just resets all the information for that year. So starting with the very first one, well, I guess it'd be the third. The first one's kind of hard to tell what's happening. The first bar of the year, which is the 2nd of January. So we'll go with this one right here, and we'll call that a long trade. Looks like it breaks above and into the green area. Get a little bit of a push to the upside there, but it doesn't look like it's enough to get us quite to our take profit. So unfortunately, that one is going to stop us out. One aspect that I don't like about this indicator is this aspect, the way it just crunches down right at the beginning of the year and doesn't give us much breathing room. Second trade we're going to get is a short trade. We get a nice push to the downside again, and once again does not get us to our take profit. It looks like we're going to jump right back up right here and back into the green. We get a push right here. This green bar, it's kind of close to the green, but you can see it's not quite in there. So this is going to pick us up for another long right here. Let's go ahead and play this one forward, and it looks like that one's going to get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and measure it out just to see. Yep, that one gets us to our take profit. Then spikes back down here. Let's go ahead and change this one here. There, don't know how we picked up this random line right there, but we don't need that. And we come down here. Looks like we're going to make a push to the downside, and you can see we don't quite close in the red there. It gets really close, but doesn't quite close in the red. But we do pick up a long trade right here. So we spike back to the upside into the green there and close into that green. Let's go ahead and play it forward. And it looks like that one's going to stop us out as we pretty much immediately start to push back to the downside. And that downside, I'm going to pick up a short and a nice push to the down. It's going to get us to our take profit. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we're at the end of the year. All right, so it's going to put us at the end of the year right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our Discord server. This is our Discord server here. It is free to join. Most of the channels here are free. You're welcome to join and take part in the conversations on most of these channels. But we do have a Patreon only channel set up just for our patrons to take advantage of some great advanced information that we're putting out for everyone to see. For example, Sasquatch here is an amazing Forex prop trader. He's putting up charts like this on a regular basis where he is marking out areas of support and resistance, areas of interest, calling out areas where traders should be kind of paying attention to charts, and where he's kind of looking to possibly take some trades. Sometimes he will post the trades that he is going to take in advance, putting up where his entry, his stop, and his take profit is. Now, he's not a signal service technically, and so he doesn't do that on every trade, but he goes out of his way to really help people understand how to mark up charts, again, with areas of support and resistance, wedge patterns, kind of triangles, pennants, flags, all kinds of really cool price action patterns that he is trading on a regular basis. We have a newest member here, our newest admin, Mike from Upright Trading. Does a really great job of helping everybody out on indicators when it comes to indicators. He has quite a few indicators himself that he has developed. Some are free, some are paid. All of them are really cool indicators. You should check them out. But he really goes above and beyond to make sure that people understand how to use his indicators and how to use indicators in general. If he has knowledge on that particular indicator, he's very knowledgeable when it comes to indicators and coding. And so, like I said, really goes above and beyond, often showing people his indicators and exactly how to use them, strategies behind them, and so on. Really knowledgeable, really helpful, awesome admin there. Then we have some of our other traders here that are just generally posting their trades, kind of their journey into the trading world, kind of showing some of the profits that they are currently taking, and just kind of documenting as they go along and again move along through that journey. Here's some of the charts from Sasquatch again, posting out some really great information. All in all, it's just a wonderful environment. Everybody's helping everybody out, everybody's supporting everybody and helping each other grow as traders. I just highly recommend that you join us here on the Discord. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Let's go ahead and scroll this back some. You can see that we get a cluster of trades right at the beginning of the year because everything is so kind of consolidated and crunched in together there. Then as the year goes on, you can see that our trades start to spread out more and more until we get a pretty long run to the downside there that keeps us just on that short side. So let's go ahead and count these out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have 9 trades all together. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 winning trades. And so that is going to meet the 60% criteria that we were looking for. I believe that this did better than the last way that we tested it. I believe in the last way that we tested it, it did not meet the 60% criteria. You can see that making a small tweak here, we were able to get it just to that 60%. It wasn't very much, wasn't much greater than the 60%, but got us there nonetheless. A little bit over that 60% marker that we're looking for. And so all in all, an interesting way. Again, I think this indicator is interesting. I do believe that it is useful in kind of determining the overall trend direction of the market and trying to get an idea of which way you should probably be dropping down into a lower time frame to then maybe take some entries if that's how you like to trade, which most people do. And so all in all, like I said, I thought this might work out a little bit better. You can see obviously it did work out better than the first place. So now we're going to go ahead and put this one on the yes list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.